What is up, people? As you can see, it's quite late here. It's dark. This is the only light I've got on, and I wanted to shoot this quick video about singletons in Haxe, just to explain to you what it is and what the benefits are. So basically, a singleton is a design pattern, and it's a way of you creating a class that you don't need that you don't need to reinitiate every single time. So if it's a class with things that don't change that often, like you don't have to have methods that manipulate things, or you've got static variables or whatever, you can have a singleton, and then in every single class that uses the singleton, you don't need to initiate it. You can use this pattern just to create a private constructor, and you can have you create an instance inside the class, and then you make an instance of the class in other classes. It's a bit confusing, but the main reason I'm shooting this video is to show you the benefits of a singleton when it comes to game development. So let's go into the code now. Okay, as you can see, this is my main class. This is the entry point for my make-believe game, and what I've got is I've got two levels, level 1 and level 2, and what I want to do is keep track of the score. So basically this is like the end screen, which will show all the total score the player's got. And so say in level 1, which is here, the player scores 10, level 2 the player scores 15, and this is the screen that needs to show the total of the scores, so it'll be 25. Now you could say, okay, why don't we have a method here, which is, I don't know, something like on complete, something like that, and when you complete the game, it will take you to level 2 with the score in here, and then level 2 will have an argument in the constructor that has a score, and it will add them together somehow, right? So we could do that, but if you had quite a complex game with a complex save system, you had an RPG with lots of inventory, you had player stats, you wanted to collate all that data, if you were to put that in an argument, that's essentially daisy chaining between levels, that kind of gets a bit complicated. So what we could do is create a singleton and have all our variables in there, and then we can pass the scores or stats from the classes into the singleton, which would be like the main hub for our data. And then if this kind of level needs data, it will grab it from the singleton. If it needs to put data in, it will put it into the singleton, and then the singleton will be our hub for our data. So let's test that theory now. Let's create a file called save data. Haxe. We're going to have a class save data, and we are going to I don't know, say have a public static final. So we're going to have an instance. So basically, when you have when you create a class, it has an instance. So you create an instance of it, and this is the instance we're creating in our own class. So we're having an instance of our class in our class, and having that as a variable. So we've got a variable instance of save data, and then we're going to run new save data inside here. There we have it. So I have a variable of the instance of this class, which is a bit weird, but bear with me. And now we're going to create a private constructor. Private function new. And this essentially does nothing. So this is a trick to create singleton, and this is all you need. So there we go. So this is our singleton. We have it here. And now what we're going to do, I don't actually know why I'm wearing headphones, but anyway, now what we're going to do is have a class. So we're going to have a public variable called score. So this is where we're going to keep our score for all our levels. And of course, if you had a complex game, you could have multiple public variables. You could have functions that are used to populate, update the data, but we're going to keep it simple for now. So we've got the score, and now what we need to do is get this singleton here into here so that we can pass the score, which is 10, into the singleton. So we do that by creating a variable of our singleton, which we call save data, and that'll be type save data. And what we're going to do is get our instance. Instead of creating a new save data, we'll just grab the instance. So essentially, this class is only instantiated once inside itself, and then in other classes we just grab the instance. So we've got that, and now we have the instance for save data. Sorry, class. So because we have an instance, we have access to this score. I keep saying the wrong words, but you know what I mean. Score. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say here save score data dot score equals save score data dot score. So now it's equaling 0 itself, plus 10. So whatever value this is, so it could be 50, it could be 6. We're going to add the new score to the player in this level, which is 10. And we're going to do the same in level 2. So let's copy and paste a bunch of stuff into it. So the player has scored 15. So whatever score is in here, which right now is 10. So this is essentially passed 10 into here. And now this has got it. So this has got 10 here. And we're going to add 15 to it. So it should be 25. Now that we've done that, we need to have the same thing here. So we need to get this variable. Put it into here somewhere, but here. And let's trace this data like so. And score. And now if I do Haxe, build XHTML, you can see that we have a total score of 25. So as you can see, it's got the score from here. This has passed it into the singleton, and then this has asked for the score from the singleton, which is 10, and that's passed into its 15 back into the singleton. This has now asked for the score from the singleton here, and it says 25. So as you can see, this is a really quick and efficient way to kind of have a central store for all your saved data between levels, between classes, and this is one of the benefits of using a singleton in Haxe. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you in the next video.